Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon's new trailer just dropped on Netflix, and the documentary is coming out on Netflix September 25th. Mark the date, you guys. I will be reacting to it, and I will be posting the full reaction on my Patreon, patreon.com/supportbunny. If you're interested, I will leave a link in the description down below to check it out. I don't know if the mic is like literally... Am I like blah, 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 talking so close to you because it's a bit closer? But yeah, this video that I'm reacting to today is more of a news kind of video because I want to catch up with what's going on. And I just turned on my YouTube and this was on my homepage and I was like, what? Cody Rhodes and being sued. I literally could never imagine that sentence. Vince McMahon being sued. Yeah. Brock Lesnar being sued. Yeah. Cody? What? Okay, Vince McMahon Netflix docu-series trailer as well. This video is by Catholic Wrestling. Let's go and react to it and check out what they have to say.
Cody Rhodes and WWE are being sued. Bryan Danielson has received a legal warning from WWE and the Vince McMahon docu-series trailer has been released. It's time for the news. Bit of a weird one to kick things off with, but Cody Rhodes, WWE and Fanatics are all being sued by a musician over the use of the American Nightmare trademark.
Wait a minute. Wait. They don't have a license for the songs? I mean, I know that WWE doesn't have full license. That's why, for example, on YouTube, they never bring the intro songs. I never can react to the intro songs without getting copyright. Of course, me. Why did I mention myself? But like, you know, like WWE they always cut the songs. So I understand that. But they have been using these songs forever in programs everywhere. Like everywhere. And now they're sued?
This musician, a guy called Wesley Isold, is claiming that Rhodes isn't following the terms first agreed in a March 2019 settlement. This was first reported by Post Wrestling. This guy, Wesley Isold, is the co-founder and lead singer of the band American Nightmare. I'm a big fan of their work, and he's held a trademark since 2016 for the term for use in music, clothing, and entertainment services. So this lawsuit alleges trademark infringement, breach of contract, and intentional interference with contractual relations. The band's been going for a long time now, since 1998. They're still touring as recently as 2023, so they're still utilizing the trademark, suing for damages of at least $150,000, in addition to treble damages of up to $300,000 related to the trademark infringement, and looking to recover legal fees. So this relates to a settlement that took place in March 2019, where Cody basically paid 30 grand to use the trademark American Nightmare, but there were a couple of conditions for its use.
Yes, under the condition that such items prominently use Rhodes' name.
Wait a minute. You know what I think is happening here? They had no idea back then how big Cody's gonna be and how big the song is gonna be. And they settled for 30K and they were like, oh, 30K, that's awesome. But now they want more. They always come back for more.
Likeness or wrestling related imagery in a size at least 75% larger than the American Nightmare text, according to Post Wrestling.
So basically, he can print some merch, right, that says American Nightmare on it, but it needs to be accompanied by a picture of Cody or some wrestling-related imagery or something like that, which is at least 75% times bigger than American Nightmare.
So they trademark the word American Nightmare. Can they do that? Really?
We have done some journalism. We've done some investigative reporting this morning by going on to shopwwe.com. We've looked at the t-shirts, and from what we could see, everything here is hunky-dory. Yeah, it says American Nightmare on it, but it's always got a picture of Cody or the big logo or something like that. It's all hunky-dory until Andrew spotted some pants.
It was the pants, everybody. So the pants on the bottom cheeks has American Nightmare plastered all over them.
Doesn't even look good.
However, I believe on the front, The logo is a lot smaller than the American. I can't believe I'm doing it. The logo is a lot. Basically, I think there's going to be a few things. It feels.
I mean, if they look at the back, it's literally just American Nightmare with a like they can win that one. The front, not so much.
Like WWE have adhered to this. As best they can. Obviously, some things I feel like are gonna slip through the cracks anyway.
Through the cracks.
Through the cracks. The bottom. Yes, they do. But I mean, I don't know how much of it is. Actually, you know, when the merch comes in, does Cody go, yeah, that's good, or do WWE just like?
Some do, some don't. Punk was one person that was notable for being very hands-on with his merch design. I don't know if Cody is or isn't. Maybe he would be, just because he's got the trademark, he's got the agreement to use the American Nightmare thing, but I'm not 100% on that. We don't know if it's related to the pants specifically, and obviously WWE shop isn't going to show every bit of Cody Rhodes merch because some of it goes out of stock and is discontinued. I would assume that this guy Wesley has
and I feel like these guys from American Nightmare, they were just sitting and waiting for a slip up like this. They were just sitting and waiting. They wanted that cash. It's crazy. I mean, he is being sued, but this is very normal for someone who is as famous and popular as he is. There will always be people who will come for you. Hopefully, he has really good lawyers that will handle this. And if not, if they settle for some amount, probably not the full amount that they're asking for, he can pay it. It's okay. Cody's rich.
Of them breaching this agreement, and realistically it's probably going to end up either thrown out or with an out-of-court settlement, and he might get a few quid from it. I don't expect it to progress to a full lawsuit. They'll just want to be done with this as quick as possible. It wouldn't surprise me if they breach this. I mean, we think they have with the pants, but we're not experts. Andrew is on pants.
I'm a pants.
We move on to more exciting legal news as Bryan Danielson has received a legal warning from WWE related to the trademark yes. He filed to register that trademark on July 29th as the term was available within pro wrestling. He was chatting away with Luke James Chats, where he revealed he actually received a legal email from WWE about the trademark informing him that he was infringing.
He said,
bro, like, not even that belongs to you. The company literally is everything. Everything belongs to the company. Nothing is you. This is so sad. Like when wrestlers wants to move on, if a company wants to make your life hard, they will find ways. And in a way, like, it's an identity loss or identity theft or whatever, because like if he cannot use what made him and who he is and what is personal to him and what the fans want, he has to like reinvent himself. And what if he's like 40, 50? Like, is he going to be reinventing himself at that age after people are so used to him being who he is and acting a certain way or having a certain personality or having a phrase or having a gimmick? Or like, it is so sad that none of those things belong to you and that you can be literally sued for using something that is who you are, you know, even if you are the one who created it, by the way. If it is created while you are in a company under a contract, you breach it. What? That is sad. That is depressing.
Well, so it's weird. I applied for it, but then it wasn't necessarily a cease and desist. I got some sort of legal letter from WWE. He laughed. Listen, it's really weird because my manager just texted me and said, hey, this thing is available. Do you want to get it? And I was like, how much does it cost? And it wasn't that much. And I was like, okay, sure. And then shortly after that, I got an email from WWE saying, oh, this is infringing on this or that or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I just do my thing.
He just wants to say yes.
Yeah.
The word yes.
Yeah.
So he came into AEW.
Yes.
And he wasn't originally doing it, was he?
No.
The crowd certainly were. Like, he's making his entrance. Everybody's yesing. They're not going to sue everyone in the crowd. So he started doing it. I think it was Forbidden Door 2023 is when he actually properly got into doing the yes stuff. And he's since used it pretty regularly since that point, including at All In, which has just gone. He noted back in 2021 that he had agreed during a conversation with Kevin Dunn, of all people, that he wouldn't use the pose in AEW. He's been gone for 3 years now. Kevin Dunn obviously no longer with WWE, and he has started doing it.
It's got to be so hard not to do it though when the crowd are all into it and the adrenaline in
It's
the
who you
moment as well,
are.
and that's something that feels so intrinsically connected to
the person,
Danielson as well.
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It must be so hard not to do that in
So
the first
true.
place.
Yeah, it's...
I agree.
Isn't it? Trademarks is just baffling stuff
Yeah.
that you can register yes.
I guess with
I
merch,
get it.
because
I
they
get
had
it.
the
The
stuff as well,
gimmick
didn't they? The T-shirts and everything too.
Yeah.
So maybe it's sort of in relation to that as well. I'm not too sure.
Why should yes, yes, yes be different to any other catchphrase?
Right? Exactly.
Like American Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're all guilty as far as I'm concerned. Speaking of which, Rich Swann has been
burn
found
them all.
guilty of disorderly public intoxication and causing a disturbance in a Florida court this week. PW Insider reporting that. Swann was fined $203, ordered to serve 6 months probation, and also fined an additional $285.38 in related fees. He pleaded no contest to the charges and was subsequently found guilty by the courts. This
Lot of money.
relates back to an incident in June in Almont Springs, and
heard you.
he was charged with disorderly public intoxication and causing that disturbance. He was allegedly trying to enter an apartment that wasn't his. It was a short walk from his own home, and he told the homeowner that it was him that lived there. And then there was another call later
Why
on
would he do that?
from a woman claiming that Swann had followed her to the door when the TNA star approached her, allegedly asking Swann not to follow her, and then she ran home. He was suspended by TNA Wrestling when they found out about this arrest. He's entered rehab since, and recently shared on Facebook that he's been sober for 60 days. So hopefully
under
he
the
continues
influence,
to be
okay, yeah.
sober.
Do not do drugs,
he's a
guys.
very, very talented
No.
wrestler, but
This is what
he
happens.
has now
You
been
enter
sentenced.
people's
We
places
finish
that don't
off
belong to you.
with more sort of legal news as the Vince McMahon docuseries trailer has been released. Netflix is
is what they do.
premiering that documentary series on September 25th of this year. You're not going to have to wait too long. It's called Mr. McMahon. I'm sure you know
can't
all
wait for
about it
it.
by now, but the trailer was released yesterday, opening with Vince saying, "People have wondered who I really am, you know. The portrayal of me is I'm a bad guy, but no one really knows me." So hot start there. There's interviews. A few talking heads already featured in this, and we know a few of the names now that you can expect to see. Some big names, in fact. You got Vince McMahon himself, who was apparently interviewed for over 200
The Rock
hours.
was there.
Yes.
Over a long period
John
of time,
Cena.
all pre this stuff coming out, all
Yep.
pre-resignation. So you obviously got Vince in there himself. You got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, John Cena, Bruce Pritchard, Eric Bischoff, Jimmy Hart.
What I heard is that they started making this documentary before the lawsuit, the most recent lawsuit that is, and they had to change the ending or something like that. So let's see if that's true.
Bret Hart, Paul, Triple H Levesque, and David Shoemaker of The Ringer, all included in that trailer. And we now know a little bit more about what it's going to cover over the episodes as well.
Yeah, WWE's rise, the 1994 steroid trial, the Benoit
Benoit.
family tragedy, and Janelle Grant's abuse allegations against McMahon
Yeah.
are among the topics that will be covered in that. However, as we
most
said
important stuff.
prior to this, when we were talking about the documentary, Grant was not interviewed for the series, though producers did actually reach out to her.
I can't wait to see it.
Me neither. That
Why?
opening line, and obviously
Maybe she
knowing
didn't
everything
want
that has
attention.
happened since then.
Yep.
I was like, my God. It's going to be a really fascinating watch for sure.
It is. I think that probably,
gonna be the
realistically,
best
the first
documentary.
4.5 to 5 episodes are going to be stuff that we as
Oh, it's
wrestling
gonna be
fans
episodic?
know. We know they're well-documented stuff from the past, like the steroid trial, so well-documented.
Yeah, true.
The Benoit family tragedy, the rise of WWE.
I mean, to be honest, the WWE fans, us, we will know all of these things that are well documented and that are mentioned, like previous stuff and whatnot. What we are probably the most interested about is the ending of the documentary. What is Netflix trying to say with this documentary? What are you trying to tell us, and how are you portraying Vince McMahon, and what correlates, or what is the connection of this with Raw coming to Netflix? Like, is this the reason you are making this documentary? Do you want to like put the drama out and like deal with it before the Raw comes in, and then you get some backlash or whatever? So I think that's the biggest reason why fans want to watch it. But I think it's also really good to have this as an introduction to WWE for anyone out there who is not a fan or wants to become a fan or wants to start watching WWE and Raw, so they can at least know in short all of these things that are really important for wrestling. Like, I wish this Netflix documentary was out there like 2 years ago or whatever, when I started, or a year and a half, when I started getting into WWE, because I had to learn and go through this curve of watching all of these documentaries and stuff, which is fine, but it took me too long until I was caught up with everything, and I feel like this would be an easy way out in a way. But yeah, I'm not regretting it though. It's all, should I say fun? Like, entertaining, not really fun. Some things were really sad, but you know what I mean.
We've heard it a lot of times before, but those final few episodes and hearing a little bit more about that, I think is going to be really, really interesting. It's not a surprise that Janelle Grant isn't going to participate in this. She was apparently asked to be interviewed for it, but they didn't go ahead with that. It's an ongoing legal situation. It's
she's not allowed
trial
to
and
speak if it's
federal
ongoing
investigation happening at the moment. It doesn't surprise me at all, nor would it be sensible for her to appear in this. But hearing what some of those talking heads have to say about the situation, I think it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. And so we're not going to have to wait too long to see that one. But if you've not seen the trailer yet, it's well worth checking out. It's on Netflix's YouTube channel. You won't find it difficult to seek that out. So hope you enjoyed about 10 minutes of legal news there. There's lots going on, isn't there?
There is lots going on.
An awful lot going on. Best of luck to Cody Rhodes and WWE and Fanatics for the whole pants thing. Once again, pitches, predictions for All Out are on the channel right now. You can join Ross and Sam for live reactions tomorrow night. We might be back with more news depending on what happens throughout the day.
How do they
if
do
not,
this?
see you when we see you. Take care of yourselves.
Oh my god, I've never seen their live. I mean, I'm subscribed to them, but I'm not getting notification when they go live. Do I have to like ring the bell or something for that? Okay, wait. Let's see what the community is saying. First, Cody couldn't use Cody Rhodes for the majority of his indie and AEW run because of WWE. Now his American Nightmare nickname and branding is under attack. Now he's got another story to finish. No. Please, no. I'm sure all parties will settle. He's too important to WWE to let this... Of course. And I'm sure they're like maybe 150K or something for settlement. It's okay. He got this. And WWE also will like pitch in, I guess. Like they're not going to let him dry because I don't think he is the one who designed that, the pants or whatever. Like the designers are the ones that are in fault as well. They should have been a bit more cautious with that. The American lawsuit, Cody Rhodes. Finish the lawsuit, Cody. Yeah, the American Nightmare lawsuit is going nowhere. The American Nightmare by Cody Rhodes lawsuit has to be win in court. Nah, they're not going to court with that one. Generic terms like American Nightmare should not be allowed to be copyrighted in the first place. I completely agree. American, like, dude, you it's not like you're coming up with a new word and you are copyrighting it, you know, like this is literally two words that you put together, the adjective and a noun or whatever, and then you are like copyrighting it. Like it's crazy. You know what, if I was so effing rich, I would copyright every word in the dictionary and then have lawsuits after lawsuit and be rich as F. You know, like, how does this make any sense? Adam trying and failing to look serious while Andrew describes a pair of Cody Rhodes underpants is exactly what I needed this morning. And when he said a breach, breach of contract, so the pants breach. I get first AW, now WWE, right? Get your lawyer ready, TNA. Oh my god, this will be thrown out. Rob Zombie wrote American Nightmare for Howard Stern's private parts. He can't defend the trademark the way it is written because a property by that name already existed. If somehow this goes to court, nope. And the WWE is forced to change the design. We need an updated title. WWE and Cody Rhodes get the pantsuit of them. I love how people are making fun. This is not going to court. They have no time for that. Do you think Cody has time to drag himself to court for this? Like, no, they're gonna pay it and move on. It's not worth it. Like one showing of Cody Rhodes in SmackDown, or one selling of his designs, like on one night of an event, it's enough to cover the whole thing. So do not worry about this. The pants. Like, where's the pants? I'm liking that comment. Okay. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/supportbunny. For more WWE reactions, I do recaps for SmackDown and Raw every single week. I do documentaries and long term videos, as well as movies related to WWE and wrestling. Also, the $25 tier is from next month, getting one video request where you will be able to request a video that is not longer than 20 or 30 minutes from any type of wrestling related video that is following the rules, of course, and I will be posting it on Patreon as well as sending it privately to you as a reaction. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can check it out. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video, guys. Bye.